With the ending of Prometheus, we were left with an abundance of questions and we weren't sure if we would ever get the answers to them. Alien Covenant gets announced and we were all but promised our answers from that 5-year gap. Unfortunately, Covenant's only provided some of those answers and not the answers to probably the biggest questions we as viewers had. With Covenant's release, we have been given more answers in interviews than within the movie itself, and one of the bigger questions we received an answer to is, why did the engineers want to wipe out mankind? In an interview with Empire Podcast, Ridley states that if the planet went wrong, they would want to wipe it clean, but that could take 500 years. When they revisit, because different visitors would come back and see we're not doing so well. They would look at these human beings that are jerks, that are killing the planet, killing themselves, can't settle down. They're like a bunch of children. We should wipe it clean. Ridley confirms that the instrument of this cleansing was in fact the black pathogen, and reiterates what is stated in the movie by David. The black pathogen would wipe out all non-plant life. So this seemingly confirms that humanity had not developed in the way that the engineers had desired. We know as of Prometheus that the engineers were planning to set a course for Earth some 2,000 years ago. Pairing on-screen evidence with this interview would all but confirm what was said to be in earlier drafts of the script. An engineer was essentially Jesus. Ridley states that the different visitors would come back and check up on us. These giant white humanoids would highly likely be idolized as some religious icon. The 2,000-year event is likely the death of this engineer ambassador and would be the trigger point for our destruction. It's an interesting concept, however, I'm very glad it wasn't explicitly stated on screen. It's very on the nose, and though it is interesting, it's also a little too much of a stretch for this dark, fascinating alien universe. Another interesting thing within the interview is we get confirmation of why exactly David chose to destroy us and the engineers. According to Ridley Scott, he hates them. He has no respect for the engineers and no respect for human beings. In one sentence, it confirms that David does indeed have emotion, hatred, and seemingly confirms that the beings we see on the planet Paradise were engineers. But what do you guys think of this news? Is this the answer you were hoping for as to why the engineers wanted to kill us? Although I wanted answers to Prometheus, I'm uneasy with this explanation. It doesn't really offer the in-depth philosophical answer that I was hoping for and that many of you were likely hoping for as well. Which could merely be down to expectation or that the fan theories out there today were a lot more fantastical and seemingly more thought out. But I'd be keen to hear your thoughts on all of this, so let me know down below in the comment section. And if you did enjoy this video, then please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel for more in the future. If you think this video is worth it and you want to support the channel, then please head on over to my Patreon page. The link is in the description box. I've been Mr. H, and until next time, I'll catch you in the comments section.